Bosses with powerful personalities demand obedience and deference. This works fine, as long as the boss knows everything and doesn't require any input from the troops. Usually, underlings are loath to offer any opinion, and sycophants thrive. Where is the line between intrinsic belief and acceptance? We are not omnipotent after all. We explore these contradictions in today's show. Welcome back to Year 5 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Training Tokyo, Japan, and best-selling author 3 times. Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book is Zaeigyo. This is the translation of Japan Sales Mastery. We are bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 219. Yes, boss, whatever you say. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. Shinya Katanozaka, president of ANA Holdings, came up with a genius idea. Allow the first-class passengers to order breakfast, lunch, and dinner whenever they pleased. Passenger surveys showed the clients were in full agreement. What the boss had not anticipated was that passengers would order the meals immediately on takeoff, making it impossible to deliver on the promise. The plan was soon scrapped. The point here is not about being willing and unafraid to try new things in order to differentiate ourselves from the hoi polloi of the competition. That courage and motivation is exemplary. The real issue is that no one inside the ANA organization told the boss, the emperor has no clothes. When you have dynamic leaders, you often get the success at all costs, no matter what. Dynamism that comes as part of their personality package. They are mentally strong, persuasive, disciplined, hardworking, intolerant of weakness, tough, masterful, and basically a handful for everyone around them. Is this you? As leaders in Japan, one of our biggest fears is ignorance. We may come up with a genius idea that is actually rubbish. The age, stage, and power hierarchy here ensures no one wants to stand out by speaking truth to power. Subordinates learn quickly that taking personal responsibility for anything is a risky business. Better to make it a group decision so that the blame evaporates and never settles on any one person in particular. There are plenty of parents of success in Japan and also plenty of orphans when it comes to failure. Take a look at what happened with the original Olympic Stadium designed for Tokyo for 2020, which actually became 2021. It was almost impossible to locate anyone who was responsible. The current excitement about the toxicity and design of the Toyosu site for the new, now established fish and vegetable markets is another textbook case study where no one seemed to become responsible for that. So the odds are stacked up against anyone reporting potentially bad news to a powerful boss. In the Japanese context, it is much better to be a yes man, a yes woman, and blend in with the office shrubbery as much as possible. As the boss, though, we need people around us who can speak back to us and tell us we are not considering all the negative ramifications of our genius decision. This sounds simple in theory. However, if you have built a career on getting things done despite everyone around you telling you it can't be done, and then you go and do it, your ego gets pretty puffed up. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to be successful as a leader, do the Leadership Training for Managers course. All companies need people who can both manage and lead. Leading people screams out for real skills in communication, dealing with all different types of people, being excellent at innovation, planning, delegation, handling mistakes, doing performance reviews really well, and inspiring and motivating the team. Do the Leadership Training for Managers course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. You become a powerful advocate for your own opinion. You are ace at debate. You can wrangle with the best of them to get your way. Hasn't that been your formula for your massive success so far? Why change what is working? This is especially true in Japan, where you have to push like crazy to get anything new introduced or to change anything to make it better. Here is where we run into trouble of our own making. We have browbeaten the troops reporting to us to genuflect when the genius boss is speaking, to doff their caps to our cleverness, to tug their forelocks in submission to our superiority. Like Katanozaka-san, though, sometimes we don't have full command of the situation or enough facts about the gemba, or the on-site reality, to really know everything needed to make the best decision. If the people around us don't feel the trust to speak up without being decimated by our forceful personalities, then we will keep on building our ladder higher and higher and higher and better up against the wrong wall. So, when we hear hesitation or see doubt or sense reluctance on the part of those reporting to us, let's not opt for a peremptory nuclear harpoon strike to wipe out any possible resistance to our word. Instead, let's bite our tongue, put on our best inscrutable poker face, shut up, and listen to what they have to say. Let's draw them out without riposte, without immediate evaluation, without issuing the death penalty to their idea. Let's tell them, thank you, this is an important consideration, and I want to give the idea sufficient time to mull it over. The first few times you do this, it will probably kill you. Fast-paced people like speed of execution, no loose ends, nothing left hanging, no untidiness. They pile on the workload until it almost crushes them. They are so time poor, they can hardly get through their most high priority task for each day. In this environment, taking additional time to listen to subordinates seems like a waste of valuable time. This is especially the case when there are so many highly urgent items which need our attention. Listening to others is a new skill for most bosses, so it will take time to bed it down. The key is to slow down, give it our 100% concentration to the person in front of us, to really listen to them for a change, to switch off all the white noise in our minds that is interfering with good communication. We need to hear this person if we want to hear from others. Everyone is watching like a hawk to see what happens. We've built up a reputation of not listening, of being the bulldozer, of pushing through regardless, and of being oblivious to dissenting opinions. This will not get turned around in a day. This is the work of months of effort. This must become the new behaviour change we need to install if we want to draw on the full power of all the opinions at our disposal. Here's the real crunch point. We have to become more humble about the validity of our own judgment and experience. Got it, boss? Action steps. Number 1, check to see if you've surrounded yourself with yes men and women. 2, are you the last to hear about bad news? 3, are you constantly in bulldozer mode on every topic? 4, don't respond immediately when you hear something you disagree with from subordinates. 5, become more humble about the validity of our own judgment and experience. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Every Saturday we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 220, we are talking about monotone mania. So, yoroshiku, onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.